same thing again?
No, I've not finished.
You've prepared for this one as well. I can see you've made notes and everything here.
Because this really matters to me. Because it's one of those things. What's the most important people? I'm not going to even ask you. The most important people in any business are billing managers. If you could fly in 10 billing managers to any business, they will do better than they've ever done before. If you can learn how to grow billing managers, then you will do better. The problem is people who see billing managers is I have to give this guy time. I have to and say, well, you've got 4 people, but that's 4 hours a month gone. That's half a day gone. Right? You've only got so much time in the day. Yeah. Can I tell you a story?
Of course you can.
There's a guy called Warwick Stacey who I love dearly. And once upon a time, I just lost my shit in an office. And there was an office full of maybe 200 people. And I said, Warwick, you're supposed to be better. And he said, fuck off, Goldsmith. It's like you're telling me to be taller. Tell me how, you twat. Okay, his words weren't quite as kind, but he was in front of loads of people. And I went, okay, I get that. So rather than me just say, be better, be better, be better, which is the blunt instrument that most people use, we had to work out, and I had to learn very quickly that actually me asking people to be better was never going to change. Me asking them to be taller was never going to be a change. But me actually understanding where he was going, what he was doing, how he was doing it, what was wrong, made so much more sense that at that point, when we were doing hour-long MBRs, and do you know what I've never done in my life, right? And if you want to know the absolute truth, I can't pretend to care about other people for that long, right? That's it. I can't. All I want to do is we've got a goal to go towards. You're part of this journey for me. I'm hoping that you can understand where your strengths and weaknesses are, what you're doing, and learn from that P&L. Because if you can understand for yourself where you need to be better and be part of that journey and come to me with a fix, then there's no glass ceilings for you. You can go all the way, my son. If I need to still go to people and say, you're supposed to be better, and they go, I know. I said, but you're not doing is I know. Shall I open the door? I'll go, right? Because I've got no time for those people.
No, you're right there, but you know what, mate? We need to be better. We need to be better as leaders. We need to be able to get under the skin of things quickly. We need to be able to read ratios. We need to be able to understand people's external drivers. We're not social workers, right? You haven't got to pretend to care, but you have got a duty of care to make that person more productive and put an infrastructure together where that person is productive or they're not. And for me, part of that construct is allowing that person some time with us on a monthly basis.
The whole world these days are talking about how to get people most engaged. So you give them a clear definition of where you want them to go, clear goals, stated ambitions, and what's expected, minimum levels of expected performance, the non-negotiables. And then you say how you get there is kind of up to you, but you still want me to give you a cuddle once a month.
Not a cuddle.
It's
not a cuddle. It's not a cuddle. It's not a cuddle. It's an opportunity. It's a forum. It's not a cuddle. I don't sit there going, so tell me, how's your next door neighbour's cat? Couldn't give a toss how your cat is. Right? Probably a lovely cat. I've got nothing against cats. By the way, other animals are available. Right?
Yeah, but I struggle with it. So if you've got a business of 10 people and you're losing 10 hours a month doing stuff like this,
it's 5. It's 5. It's 5. It's not 10. It's 5 because it's half.
And I think it's madness. If the best people I've always had work for me, the people who have actually really taken this on, and if we want organisations where autonomy goes to the people who are driving the business forward,
yeah.
I think don't give them the crutch. Don't give them the MBR. Ask people to come to you and ask for help when they want it. And if they do want that moment, you just say, okay, we've got 10 minutes. What things do you want to talk about? Because there's a couple that I would like to talk about. You've got 4 minutes left. Make your point so we can get to the end. Right? And I would be really disciplined about it.
Yeah, but my argument against that is you have a queue of people going around outside the Clacton. Right? You have a queue of people going around down the alley by Liberty's down the back there. And so therefore what you're doing is you're not making the best use of your time because you do then run the risk of becoming that social worker because you haven't got a definitive time to discuss this and then let's go and get on with it.
I'm going to argue and say it worked pretty well.
Listen, I'm going to argue and say there's only one Gary Goldsmith.
Okay, let's leave it at that. Oh, hang on, we know a song about that. There's only one. Right, do you know what? Whatever you choose to do with your people, make sure you understand that most people in sales, their veneer is only cosmetically thin. Understand what their drivers are, what their ambitions are, what works for them, and give them your time. But I would be touching Trevor pretty much every day to understand what's making him work, and hoping that by being a really decent leader, I've got his heart's mind and he's going to absolutely work his tits off for me. Yeah. If you've got people who are unengaged and that monthly MBR is all they live for, if you can't change your people,
during the month, we're doing something during the month.
If you can't change your people,
change your people. And if your MBRs are shit, don't do them.
What just don't do them? Cheers, Trev.
Thanks, Gal. Bye, mate.